Hey you guys, so I can't sleep. I'm a little bit tired, but I can't sleep. But just wanted to mention something that I seen on YouTube about that Shannon Watts girl and the two little girls that were murdered by her husbands. One of the things I was mentioning in my video. And I mean, the moment the cops got there, I could immediately tell he was guilty just from his body language. He was swaying back and forth and back and forth, and his arms crossed and trying to make excuses. And I went to criminal justice for a year or two. And one thing they teach you is body language and how to tell if somebody's lying with body language and eye movements. One way is for them trying to remember, and one way is for them trying to make up a lie. Whichever way they look. I can't remember exactly which way it is. I have to look it up. But I want to show you how he acts because her phone's in the house. Her friends done dropped her off overnight. She's a big YouTuber and sells stuff on YouTube. And all of a sudden she goes missing and nobody can get a hold to her. And he's telling everybody she stayed at a friend's house or whatever. So they find her phone in the house. And this is the police going inside the house right now. So check this out. Oh, and mind you, they found her buried in one of the oil fields that he works at, and his two daughters, he stuffed one of them in each of the two oil fields, not together, but one in each. And he could tell, he told the police that he could tell one of them had more oil than the other because of the splash sound that it made. So, I mean, just disturbing. And like, on camera, he was somebody that was totally different. Supposed to be a nice husband, did this, did that, helped her with everything, and never showed any signs of any type of abuse or anything coming, because pathological liars and people like that never do. So watch this man and his actions, how nervous he is. And then I'm going to show you in another video of him with his wife on camera and how he's acting all perfect around her on camera. So watch this.
Check in the house for consent. Oh. Well, any friends do you know she would be hanging out with? I know, I guess her parents are out of state.
Across country, North Carolina.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's not happening.
Look, he's just walking around because he's nervous as hell.
Their blanket they sleep with, they don't leave anywhere without them.
Good.
Mind you, these are babies he killed. One of them was a toddler. One of them was a little bit older than the toddler. These are their bedrooms that they're going into right now. I'm not exactly sure how he killed the girls. I think he smothered them with pillows. And one of them tried to fight back, and the other one didn't. Which I'm assuming was the youngest one or the oldest one. And he strangled their mother. So there's her phone that she uses to YouTube every day.
It was shut down?
Yeah. I was originally under Capella on the couch. You know where Pasco?
I don't know where Pasco is.
It used to be 2385, but now it's 6 digits.
What's the baby's due date?
1/31/19.
He probably changed the password himself before they got there. I guarantee it. Trying to act like he's trying to get in. He knows it.
How often does her blood sugar drop low?
Actually, her friend in Arizona said that that's the first time it's ever happened.
She normally has migraines, like a while ago, but she had them a lot this weekend. So Cass is a nurse, so she figured it was because her blood pressure sugar was dropping. Because she wasn't eating her normal ratio of mornings. Like she takes a couple bites and she was full.
Okay.
And
She doesn't ever black out or have seizures or anything like
no,
that?
I mean, long time ago. She got in a car wreck, and I believe that's what happened. But Imitrex is something she takes for migraine. She took more Imitrex this last month than she ever had before, but that's just because she was in North Carolina with the humidity and everything like that. She was there for 6 weeks, and we got back Monday or Tuesday.
And let me tell you, when the police showed up, he was just pulling up from disposing their bodies. So this man is nervous as hell, sweating inside and out, because when he pulled up, he was just done dumping their bodies.
And she flew out to Arizona Friday morning, and then she got back last night about 2 a.m. Flight got delayed. She left about 11. She got here at 2.
Okay.
And I went to work this morning about 5:15, 5:30.
What do you do?
I work at oil on gas in Darko.
What do you do for them?
Operator.
Long days then?
Yeah, I definitely still be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always a long day, especially at night. There's no like off text messages.
Can you look at your camera to see for their security system to see when she left?
It's supposed to let down the front door.
Because you told me that she went on a play date with the girls, and then
That's what she told me.
Daddy said you told her that
She went with some friends with. She wanted to go to a friend's house with the kids. That's why they weren't at school.
Daddy said you told her that she left in the middle of the night.
Oh no, she only didn't know about it. No.
Yeah.
Where do you get to go to school at?
Primrose and Mr. Ridge. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, she said she was at a friend's house. That's what she told me.
Nicholas.
I have no clue at whatsoever why she wouldn't take her cell phone.
See, that lady knows he's up to something, or he did it, so she's trying to walk away from him, and he's following her, trying to hear what she's saying.
Well, yeah, I can look at that and see. But it's so random because it goes off and on here lately. It gets false trips. They told me it was open when I got here. I know it doesn't make any sense at all. I'm not lost. I don't know. I don't know where she's at, where the kids are at. Yeah.
See if we can fast forward a little bit.
It says at 5:27 a.m. the overhead garage door 2 was left open and never shut. About that time. So either like when I pulled away and shut the door, it never shut. It was shut when you got here. So either the sensor was tripping out, which has happened before because I've had to replace it 2 weeks ago. Before I left.
No, you forgot to shut it because you was in such a hurry to bury those bodies you was loading in the back of your truck. His neighbor caught him on camera backing his truck in at night. And then his neighbor, after showing the footage, while he's standing in there going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, his neighbor, after Chris walks out, calls the cop back in and tells him he's not acting normal and he's all over the place like he's nervous and he did something. But you know, you can't take them in just because they're shaking back and forth. You gotta have reasonable cause
Video at the 1210. See, was
to arrest them.
That was you.
And he played it like a flute. He did interview after interview after interview until they finally figured it out and found their bodies. And then he still tried to deny it. And he killed her because he had a mistress. And instead of just leaving and get a divorce, he killed her and then he killed their kids. Smothered them. In their beds. For what? So they didn't see that he killed mommy? Or they didn't tell on him? How can you do that? Not just to your wife, but your own damn kids. How do you do that? And look at him. He's still walking around back and forth. That is all signs of I did it.
Hey. I'm still talking to the officer right now. Okay, bye.
That lady right there, her friend, she knows he did it.
Bye.
She's not dumb.
You think it's smart to just drive around, see if I...
Probably not, because, I mean, you don't know what car she's in, where she's at. I mean, obviously, you're not going to see her car that's here.
And by the way, her car's at the house too. He was stupid enough to leave her car there too. And her phone.
The other one she's really close with, but I know it's Sarah.
Who else is here?
Yeah.
Just wait for her here.
Well, I've got my detective coming.
Look,
Just 'cause this
that's
is
their
kind of an
bed
odd situation.
that he strangled her on.
It would
He buried her in their bed sheets. So as you can see, he's got clean sheets on the bed right now because the other sheets are buried in the ground with his wife wrapped around her.
try to get her pinpointed down, find a friend or something. He may have you call the bank.
Okay. Hey, sir, it's Chris Watson. Not too bad. Have you heard from Shann'ons today? No, I have not. I was just, you're my last person to call. So I just, all right. I don't want to make you nervous or anything, but I'll keep you posted. No. Okay, thank you. Bye.
She lives around here.
She lives in Aurora.
Or
For all we know, he didn't call nobody.
how long you been in the oil field?
Since 2015, Anarco 2015 January, Covenant year before that. After that, I worked on cars for 11 years.
You liking it?
I love the fact that I don't have to get carpal tunnel in my wrist. That's what I left it for, but car business for
Right.
around my body. So it feels less repetitive as far as the same stuff over and over, just doing that all the time.
Right.
So that's part of them going through the house, and then they come back and bring the canines, and then they go to the neighbors and check the neighbors' surveillance. And I don't know if I'm gonna show the canine one because I don't think it shows. It might show him swaying back and forth and nervous, but I really want to show the one where they go over to the neighbors and check his footage because I want y'all to see how he acts. And then I'm going to show you one of her on camera selling her shakes and stuff and talking to her people on YouTube and how he acts all normal. So give me just a minute, guys, to look that up, and I will upload this one and look for the other ones for you.